Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Stranded Alien Dawn, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our complete beginner's guide, and we have a few things that we'd like to do. First of all, let's check the expedition. There's this crash site, but we don't have this supplied with fuel, which we can do easily. She was upset, but she's happier now. There's 3 days left in that, so that's plenty of time for us to figure it out. Now, in the meantime, while they're sleeping, I'm going to plan something out. I'm going to go to housing, and before what we did was we built a room, which is a great, simple way of building a place. But let's instead build a floor, and we can make ourselves a nice wooden foundation. And we're going to want to make this large. Perhaps like this. That's a lot of wood right there. But it's a good start as a foundation. Now we can make stairs that lead up to this, of course, which we will. Like so. So now we have a foundation, and the reason it's elevated like this is because you see how the ground is higher up here and then it slopes. It's making a flat space. So we're, like this. It just creates a flat foundation for us. Now, this is going to crush our supplies, but that's okay. We're going to build walls, and they're going to be made of now stone provides better insulation, but we don't have very much stone. However, we could mine. But even then, it's a tricky proposition. We could replace them, but I like building with wood. It's reasonable insulation, and it's easier to come by. Alright, we're going to trap this in like so. So now we have this building, and when we're done with this building, we're going to destroy this eating area that it's butting up against. Because this is going to be our kitchen, eating area, some recreation maybe, and on the second floor, we're going to have crafts. Okay, now what I'd like to do, instead of building a roof, if you want to make a multi-story building, you need to go to housing and build a ceiling. And we'll just make a nice wooden ceiling, and you kind of select one corner and then just drag a massive ceiling over the top like so. And this is a good start. I'm going to go to housing. I'm going to build a doorway that will be wooden, and it'll be right there. Oops, wait. I need to make actually a door itself. Sorry, that was a bad idea. Let me remove this and just produce a door. There. I want it to be able to open and close. And then we will go to housing and drop in some windows. Again, wood. Okay. And this is just the first floor. We're going to need more than this, but this is our start. Once we have this, though, what we want to do is build housing, and we want to build stairs. You can build a ladder instead, I suppose, but I want to build stairs to go up to the second floor. Now, you cannot build stairs like this unless you build the ceiling first. I made a mistake on that. So if we build stairs right here, for example, along this back wall, this is a good place for it, but we'll have to move that window. Then you'll see that we're going to cut away the ceiling on those yellow tiles, and then the green tile will be the landing. So we put this here. All right, good. I'm going to select this window, and I'm just going to cancel it. And instead, I'll select this window. And do I need to build another one? Now, this is okay. There you go. So now we have this going up to the second floor, and we're going to leave it as is. we're going to need to cut down a tremendous amount of trees. I'm just going to go to orders, cut trees, and I'm going to select just an ungodly amount of trees to cut down. And the fallen trees as well, get those. Great. All right, I'm going to unpause it. So this is a big project. We could pause this project if we wanted to focus on getting metal so we could put our traps in and stuff like that. But we'll get there. I want to make sure this gets underway because winter is coming and I want to have a nice warm place to eat and do crafts. Even now, we can build heaters, which are not great, or a heating stove, which would be good. Also, we could start laying in electricity. Now, this is going to take a bunch of scrap metal, and we'll need power poles, and we'll need batteries, and metal alloys, and all this stuff, but we can get there. We'll probably start with just a diesel generator for powering our way through the winter as our kind of emergency. So this is not hard to build, and we'll just drop it, let's say, right here for now. Uh-oh, made fun of somebody's nose. That's not nice. So you can see part of the reason it's problematic to have everybody sleeping in the same place is that they get up and go to sleep at slightly different times, and this disturbs their sleep and causes them to be unhappy. So eventually we're going to start building some separate sleeping quarters, but that's not a top priority. Alright, so he's cooking. It's so funny to me that Yoko keeps just scaring Quinn with murder stories, and Quinn just keeps hitting on Yoko and getting rejected. Like, in so many ways, she's telling him how it is. But love is blind, I suppose. Okay. Rita is harvesting, which is good. You know, we need to do this, but we're going to send Rita very soon on her trip. And by very soon, I mean as soon as she's done with this. Okay, we researched flamethrowers. Great. Rita, refuel this. You can see, even though she had 4 times disturbed sleep, everything else is so good that her happiness level is almost to the top. Now, I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to go expeditions, and we're going to go to this crash site, and we're sending Rita. Go. Bye-bye, Rita. Rita. Don't do that. Now, one thing, sometimes what you can do, at least this, let's see if this actually works in this game. In RimWorld, you can draft Rita, and then you can undraft her, and it will, yeah, it does work here too. So what you do when you draft someone is they stop everything to go, be in the military, and then you undraft them, and then they reevaluate what job they should be doing. And so now she sees that I need to go on the expedition, and she stopped harvesting all that cloth. And she flies away. And Connor is crushing it on a construction job, and he's going to run out of wood really soon. Expedition Discovery, Scissor Hands. Okay, so we found this horrifying genetically engineered mantis. No, she's seen this in a zoo, but this is something else. Oh my god, that's terrifying, but we can make the statue. somehow you could tame it so we could use this against the bugs or maybe ride it. But anyway, hilarious. So that's what we found, which isn't great. Well, actually, no, wait, never mind. She might have just seen that on the way. Okay, so that just fell, and it's more debris for us to scavenge. Now, as far as I've seen, this will not fall and hit your settlement. But I don't want to rule it out. It hasn't happened to me yet, but just means more supplies for us. Never mind the fact that it missed us by a few hundred yards from killing us all. Okay. So, there is some small charred debris here and a big chunk that's definitely the ship's control module. The crash site's still burning and dangerous, so I'll make note of the location for future visit. Now, we could look for survivors that poses some risks or come back now. Now, I'm going to look for survivors, and she says it was broken in 2 halves, and the smoke and the heat are damaging her, but there was nobody alive. There was nothing you could have done. All right. So, unfortunately, no more survivors, but she tried. She also got hurt. Not badly, but smoke inhalation, you know. Could have been much worse. Alright, so Connor can't do any constructing. He could do a little bit, but we're going to run out of wood really soon. So he's going to fix the shooting target. That's fine. He'll work until he runs out of supplies, and then he'll go scavenge, perhaps. And Yoko is crafting 9, just absolutely wrecking it. Oh, she's handling a wall torch. That means she's done making all the clothes. Let me see about this. All right, we're going to craft tools now, and we're going to craft tools for harvesting, cutting, and mining. So we're going to do this until we have 5. Now, these take metal alloys, which we don't have, but we can get if we smelt away. And then let's see, what else can we make here? Everything that we wanted is in stock. Do we want... Oh, yeah, okay, so we want beanies for the winter. And Rita's back. She's already better. Okay, we found CPU cores finally, which lets us make and research even more. We can build, by the way, a flamethrower. Which we connect to a trigger. And, you know, we could put it like right here, for example. So we could have this flamethrower sit here. And we want it to shoot out. Now, it'll hit our own fence if we put it here. So we have to be careful of that. But we could put it... Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll just remove some of these traps. And we want to put it here. Now we're going to have to remove a little bit more, some more traps. That's fine. And it'll obstruct access. It hits this one. All right, fine. I want to fit this in, but I don't want to burn down my base. So that looks great. Okay. We might have to do a little bit more work with that, but that's okay. It's a good start. All right, Rita's still working on harvesting. Yep. She's teaching Quinn how to craft. These traps don't take that much metal, so he's just hammering them out, which is good. We want that. I can't believe you destroyed the shooting target by using your laser beams. How could that have happened? Yeah, okay. Once Yoko is done... Uh-oh. Okay. So these insect nests, these make enemies. And you need to root them out to prevent them from spawning enemies, but you could see they're big boys that are guarding this. So we want to be a little bit more sure of ourselves combat-wise before we go after something like that. Oh, we got some alloys. We can actually use that for the generator, etc. So I'm going to go to manage activities for Yoko, and I'm going to bump up, after she's done tailoring and crafting, I really, really want her focus to be on scavenging. I'm going to actually turn it up to 2 for now, and put these here. So Connor's going to get as far as he can. Rita is at risk of meltdown. Why is that? Burnout. Okay, so she needs a break. So sometimes when people are doing this, what I do is I just tell them to go appreciate the statue. Maybe eat. I don't know if she's eaten yet. Now she's already moved up to this much happiness, so she's cool. And she'll get happiness from farming as well, so... So you can see our basic melons are rotting away, which means we have more food than we can really use. But we're going to start creating storage solutions for this, which will improve our lives. All right, synthetic armor has been researched. What are we researching now? Bench press? Great. Heat pumping is our next, actually. Let's do heat pumping after that. Sensor devices is for the flamethrower, I think. Delivery drones. It's Grubhub. Excellent. Okay. It's raining. Not great. Alright, she got a bunch of CPU stuff. Now, something else we could do, if we wanted, would be to start building up more fortified walls than this, but we'll get there. We have, at least so far, a lot of clothing built up. We have coats. Actually, we should make one. I made enough for, not for everybody. Let's make sure everybody has enough of everything. The reason I'm emphasizing clothing so much is because even if you put heaters and stuff in, people have to work outside, and you want to solve the problem of the cold on your colonists by giving them nice warm clothing. Now, once we get leather and can do fur and stuff, that's another dimension. But for here, this is good for here we are, with just a good amount of clothing to keep everybody warm. Okay, we got 40 aggressive animals that are prowling. I forgot about this doggo. We need to observe that. Oh no, the dog got trapped. Okay. Yeah, that can happen. This dog might actually die. No, don't hunt the dog. I don't know if we can actively help this dog. Anyway. Sometimes the animals will wander in. Okay, the animals are coming. The bad guys. Here they come. And they're coming from behind us. Fair enough. Alright, so everybody, let's go. Connor, get here. Quinn, here. Rita, here. You can go here. Yoko, over here. It's not going to be great because they're going to miss most of our traps as they're built on this side. So we're going to have to get a lot of shooting done. And we'll see about the flamethrower actually getting triggered without good sensors. Alright, here they come. I'm going to speed it up. You see they obey our fences very kindly. Alright, and now we're going to start shooting. There goes the flamethrower. Alright, so this guy is in. Some of these bigger ones are in. We'll just wait till we get as many of these destroyed as we can. Okay. So now there's just this one. And I'm just going to have Connor with his mega spear come down and attack this thing. Oh, he got it. Okay. Excellent work, everybody. This will need to be repaired. We probably want another flamethrower, but more traps would just really solve it. And these are good to butcher, so we can make some fuel. Wait, I should have an order for this already. Okay, great. So even then, without the traps being finished, we were able to just do an incredible amount of damage. A loud bang. Okay. We can unlock this expedition and see if there's anything cool. So everything is taking a long time here. And, you know, we're not really focused on doing one job specifically because I have a lot of projects going on. And part of that is you can compartmentalize. You can do things faster if you'd like and focus more independently on different tasks like completing this house or building these traps or whatever. But I'm trying to show as much content in the guide series as I can. So I'm introducing a lot of concepts and just leaving them to finish them as necessary because we're not under threat. We're not in trouble. We have plenty of food, and we're not going to lose. We have a basic defense built, and we have some structures and clothing and infrastructure, and we'll get things done as we go. But, for example, building all of these clothing items, all of these traps, that's like a one-time investment. Yes, we'll have to reload the traps, but that's pretty simple once you get them built. And once we get this house built, it'll be done. So we just have a lot of, like, big things going on. And also, once we get storage, refrigeration, we won't have to do quite as much farming because we won't have to worry about things spoiling. We'll get better at cooking, better cooking facilities, even some more people. But we're still doing really well, to be honest. We have a lot of stuff left to scavenge. We don't have any meals, sadly, but we have so much raw food that I could just allow them to eat raw food and it would be okay. But we kind of got behind the 8 ball here on food, didn't we? So we're going to have to maybe go here and say there's not enough emergency rations left, apparently, for cooking them. So we can't do that. And as far as meat soup goes, they're saying there's not enough resources here either. And there's not. So what we want to do instead then is say, okay, veggie soup, we've got a ton of this, so maybe we should make more of this because the issue is we're running out. Now I can make tea, which makes people happy and gives you some pain relief. So, you know, we could keep like 5 tea around, and then we're not quite there yet, are we, on any of this? But I could make emergency rations, I guess. No, wait, why? How many emergency rations do I have? None. Okay. So what I need to do then is I'm just going to go back to my... Yeah, and we need to get the grain studied. We got to focus on that. I'm going to go back to veggie soup, and temporarily I'm just going to bump this up until we have 10. And then that way we have something to eat. The variety is not going to be great, but it's okay. I'm also going to have to... well, we'll see. People are going to get hungry, but they'll go work apparently before they eat, which is pretty reasonable of them. And we're doing great. Now, I do need to make sure that we go observe the grain cob and get that grown because it's going to open up a new world. Oh, there's one that's pretty close. Okay, let's click on observe that. That's actually not too far. Oh, wait. Another berry plant. Okay, good. Alright. Is this grain cob? Yes. Okay. So that's actually a bit closer for us to go observe. Yeah, we'll get that going immediately and get grain and get bread. Okay, everybody. I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. We have a long way to go, but we're making good progress. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.